There's Margaritaville, a big tourist trap. All right, so we're walking up to the boardwalk. This is the boardwalk at Harbor Walk Village. Bunch of cute little shops and restaurants and bars. Great place to eat, great place to drink. AJ's is down here. Tailfins is down here. All kinds of stuff. The Emerald Grand Hotel is down here. In fact, I think I'm coming up on the edge to go out parasailing and all that. All right, here's the spot. I mean, I know it's kind of a weird spot, but right off Highway 98, off the Destin Bridge. It's right at the end of the boardwalk at Harbor Walk Village. There's normally, I mean, in the summer, the whole area would be packed. But in the winter, right now, there's nobody here. There's nobody from the shops that's going to, frown on me flying the drone. All right, the Choctawhatchee Bay. Parasailing. Now, I've noticed that I caught these guys twice, and both times, as soon as the people in the boat saw the drone, they pulled these people in. I mean, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to do anything stupid, and I've been flying the drone. I'm a pro flyer. But what I wanted to do was get the drone in front of them and just watch their reaction to see a drone flying in front of them. But they took them down. And I understand that, safety and all that. Safety first. Ooh, what are these creatures popping up from deep below? All right, these folks are obviously chumming or feeding the dolphins because there's, half a dozen of them just hanging around the pontoon, so they must be feeding them something. But that's kind of cool. You take your boat out and just out of the middle of nowhere, half a dozen dolphins show up. That's why I love this place. I'm never leaving. And this is also why Mama keeps pushing me to move us to Destin. Of course, I tried convincing her to let me buy a motorcycle, and then we could move to Destin because, I could move in and out of traffic, but she wasn't having any of that. And she doesn't get that my brothers and I had bikes our whole lives growing up. Okay, second time we found the parasailers, and the second time they saw the drone, they pulled him in. I could be doing some marketing and promotion for these guys if they would just let me get the drone in front of the people sitting on the bench. That'd be a cool shot. And just like that, all the tourists went home. Look at that. 2 people on the entire beach. And for those of you who just got snow up north, I know it looks like snow, but that's not snow. White sugar sand, I've said it 100 times. But look at that beautiful water. Some days it's, neon green, and some days like today it's blue or aqua. Gorgeous. All right, this is a shot from above the Civic Center, or the Convention Center in Fort Walton Beach, where we did the Monster Yard Sale. It actually turned out to be a pretty cool promotion. We sold all these spots to vendors to sell their wares. And you had everything from, regular Joe people, like doing a yard sale, and then actually small businesses selling their stuff here. And we made a few $1,000s on it, so it wasn't a bad idea. All right, listen, I know it. I know you guys get tired of the kiteboarding, but I have to explain something. These kiteboarders subscribe to my channel. What's your name?
Fred.
Fred, how long you been boarding?
3 years.
3 years. You're pretty fast out there, aren't you?
It's fun.
You're an animal. So it's not too cold for you guys?
Look at me, man.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
wearing a dry suit. I'm not cold.
Right on. Have fun out there.
All right.
See, and they're really cool people too. They're very friendly. And when they see me around, that's when they start to do their tricks and whatnot, because they know the drone's out there. Come close a couple of times, though. You'll see the cables going right by the drone right here. Watch this. No, I guess that wasn't it. But it's coming. You see, like, I don't know how many cables there are in these kites, like 8 of them or whatever, but you see the drone go right through them, which freaked me out. Although it doesn't really go through them. It's just, here it is. Watch this. No, I guess not. There's 2 times in here where you can see the drone going through all of the cables. Right here. Here it is. Watch this. And, oh no. Now, that looks bad, but to those of you who are kiteboarders, that actually didn't happen. The lens on a drone is such a wide-angle lens. It's almost like a GoPro lens, except better quality. That I'm actually, 20 feet away from where it looks like I am. So, we are about to come... Oh, there it is again. See? Jesus. We're about to come into the season, the actual kiteboarding season, where, November, December, the winds start to kick up. And that's when these guys are jumping like 3 stories, man. It's nuts. And we're almost there. We had 1 day last week, but a couple more weeks, it'll be total kiteboarding season. Then you'll see some stuff. But this is just a great community of people. I like these dudes because all of them trust each other. Because they know kiteboarders are cool people. And so they'll leave their stuff just laying around knowing that other guys are going to keep an eye on it. If there's, they know when there are tourists around. And you got to keep an eye out. But, all right, so this is where I wanted to get up high again. But I noticed the Fort Walton Beach Pier over there, and I thought, you know what? I'm just standing on the sand. Let's fly the drone over to the pier and see how long it takes to get there. But then right about here, I realized across the street, that's Highway 98, right across there by that parking lot, that's where the no-fly zone is. And they're spotty. I can fly in most places around here, but right over there is a no-fly zone. So what'll happen is the drone will get stuck in the air, and I'll have to run over there and hand catch it, bring it down. But if I don't have enough battery juice, then we're going to have some problems. But come on, is that not beautiful? That's just fantastic. The only bummer about all the GoPro stuff is that you got to have all the GoPro stuff. Like this business and this kind of business and that kind of business. And then, you got to have that. And then we've added that. And, that's why I didn't want to get a gimbal for the DSLR, because I already bring enough shit with me everywhere I go. I got the drone, I got the goggles, the remote control, I got the microphones, I got the, it's too much, man. But it's worth it because the GoPro is very handy and I can bring it with me everywhere I go, anytime I go. So I dig that. All right, kids, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Please subscribe. Please hit the notification bell. Please leave a comment, a like, a share. And thank you for coming today. We'll see you next time on Mavic Bow. See ya!